Pathetic music.
Yeah, every week since 2007. I haven't missed a week. At all. Not 7 days. I've been going for maybe 4 days, 5 days, but not like a whole like week out of the studio. I always been at least one of those days to break up the. Yeah, and I didn't even notice that till like I think my mom or somebody told me that like you didn't go in the studio every week. That shit was crazy to me.
You said you started making music at what age?
So I started writing raps like at like 9 years old, and then when I turned 10, I found out I could record my raps that I'm writing, that I'm just rapping to myself on paper. I could record them. So I was like, oh, all right. So I figured that out. So I got a karaoke machine. Well, my mom got me a karaoke machine for Christmas with some blank tapes and shit. And my best friend Vinny, he from New York and shit. So, you know, they always like a step ahead of us and shit. So they had instrumental CDs before we had instrumental CDs. So when he found about instrumental CDs, me and him rap together and shit. He brought them, and I had the karaoke machine, and we just started rapping right there. That's how that shit started. Like, yeah, that's how. And then it was just like he had the beats, I had the karaoke machine to record this shit on, and we was just rapping. I was 10 years old, 11 years old, just building, you know what I'm saying, and getting better. But then both of us started battle rapping because we couldn't really get in a real studio. So the older we got, and then we started to get in the studios and shit. But oh yeah, man.
So when did you start making the beats?
Oh, beats? Man, see, that came later. And I tell everybody, like, I'm like a new producer, but I'm an older, like, rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because I started actually making beats, like, later, probably about, like, 2009, probably, like, 2020, like, when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
So for the past, like, 3 years.
So the pandemic was like...
I ain't never realized that till somebody asked me how long for real. Like, nah, damn. That is, yeah, that's kind of like when I started making the beats I like.
You was stuck in the house making beats type shit?
Well, I was actually doing more mixing because I'm an engineer first. So, like, because I started engineering, that got me to the production because I was able to meet people that actually teach me how to, like, make beats and stuff. But, yeah, now I'm, like, probably one of the best, like, mix engineers that, like, my clients deal with. So, at the time.
I heard, too.
Yeah.
Because they said... Drake just told me that, like, the first, like, except everyone except for their song, all produced, mixed and mastered.
Yeah. Everything that they was performing.
That 15 Bricks was mixed and mastered.
Yeah, I recorded, that one and the Red Roses one, too.
Yep.
I recorded and mixed that one as well. Yeah, man, I love that, though, shit. Like, I love fucking, like, mixing, like, I like putting that shit together, bro. That shit is, like, mean a lot to me. So, art. It's pretty much like me. That's why I'm, like, an engineer with a tag. And I was like probably one of the first. I never heard an engineer use a tag before, ever, on a song. But what I do when I mix is like more than what the producer does, more than what the rapper do for real. Because I go crazy when I'm mixing. I spend so much time on it. So I started putting my tag on shit like, I'm gonna tag this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then I just grow a sound for real. Like, you want your shit to sound like this, or you know who did it? Because the rappers don't really credit the engineers for real.
No, yeah.
But singers, like, I mean, nobody really, any, like, genre of music don't really, like, credit, like, that engineer.
Just, like, this is recently that, like, in the music, like, anyone's giving a fuck about the producer who made the beat, who mixed and mastered it.
Yeah.
Figuring out, like, oh, you need that.
And what really took it away was fucking streaming. Because remember, at first, it was CDs. When you go get a CD, you open up the booklet, it'll tell you who do everything on the record.
Right.
Then they took the CDs started to die, and everything
nobody
just
gonna go
upload it. Yeah. Now you gotta, like, find out.
Yeah, because I do it, because sometimes on Spotify, like, yo, this beat is hard. Who made this right here? Who did this? Right
or just sound good. Who to mix this joint? Like, sonically, it sounds good.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I never checked that, but I love producers mixing the masters, because the fact that y'all can make, like, there's a big difference. Like, if you go and hear something that's not mix and master versus mix and master,
not work.
Yo, this sound gritty and grimy and disgusting. This one sound super clean, and it's got those cuts, bro, and those drops and those stops in the song. You like, damn, that shit sound hard.
I take pride in that shit though. Like, I really like. I don't know about nobody else for real, but like, I know a lot of people that like, they call themselves engineers, but they only engineer because they are artists too, and they want to just record for themselves, and they get like this. There's this line where like, there's the artist engineers, and then there's like people like me. I'm a commercial engineer. Like, I'm an artist myself, and I have my artists, and I produce, but I know when I'm supposed to be the engineer. You know what I'm saying? And I take that shit serious. I know when I'm supposed to be the producer in the room. If I'm the producer and I'm not the engineer, and there is the engineer, I know I take that shit serious. If I'm in there just to write the hook, I know I ain't the producer or the engineer, so I take that shit serious too. So, yeah, I'm just like a different caliber, like, motherfucker when it comes to the music shit, because it's like, it's serious, it's for real. People think it's just all fun. It is fun. We have a good time, and we get paid to actually party. We get paid to party, but we gotta get work done while we party too.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta like, there's a thin line between too much party and no work as well. Yeah. Like, you gotta know where to cut when that bitch is being sliced. Like, all right, we actually having too much actual fun. Like, let's work. Yeah. Don't miss that shit. So I'm like that, like a dad in this joint. Like, cause I be so serious in my sessions. I know they feel like, oh my goodness, but yeah. We gonna party and have
I feel
fun.
like you need that.
Yeah.
You understand in the end, like, yo, if he wasn't there to tell us to get the fucking song that this should have got done. Like, we've been just partying, and then it took us much longer. We just spent more money on the song.
And I tell people, like, look, man, this is the shit. Like, in a lot of clients, there's a lot of artists, period. If you just getting in the studio for the first time, and I'm like a first time person for you, I know that's like a lot. Cause I'm coming like full on professional engineer. Like, I'm not playing no games with you. Like, we gonna make a dope ass record. You feel what I'm saying? That's one of my artists, Lila Blanco. She fire. Y'all got to get in touch with her. Like, I know, like, okay, this is like a sensitive point. Like, it's a vulnerable. You about to make a song, so I know how to treat people. Like, so when they come in here, like the young ones, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about at first. The younger clients, I was going specific on like the young clients and the people that's their first time. I'm like kind of intimidating for them. So since I know that they coming into it like that, I know how to cater to them. And then I also know how to cater to the super professionals, what I was getting to. Like, I know how to treat every single artist that come in here, how to talk to them, how they want the session to be, like how they want the room to feel and stuff like that. Like, I just, after years and years and years and years and years of doing it, you just pick up on like different people energies and like the way they talk, or like some people want 13 people in a session. Crazy to me. I mean, some people want that though. Like, that's their vibe, and some people don't want nobody in their session. I've seen people kick people out of their sessions before. Like, nah, y'all, I know y'all came here with me, but y'all gotta leave while I do this song. Like, but I'll be already feeling the vibes once they come in here. I'll be like, oh yeah, they about to kick them out. And when they come in with a lot of people, I already know what them vibes is supposed to be, man. I just love this shit, bro. That's basically what it is.
And do you think the hardest part about being an engineer is?
The hardest part? Adapting. That part. Like the ability to do all of those things.
To learn to do it and all that?
Yeah, because everybody think it's the technical part. They think it's the learning how to use a compressor, learning how to use an equalizer, how to do auto-tune, how do you do reverb, how to make the beat stutter, like all like the cool and fun stuff. Like, yeah, once you master that, that's cool, because you're supposed to master that skill. But it's more mental than anything, because we dealing with all of these different energies and all of these different vibes, all these different frequencies in a day. Like, somebody might come book a session and, I don't know, they girl might just broke up with them, so they in a whole, like, mood, and you gotta, like, you're the only person in the room, and they're vulnerable right now because they about to create. And it's just y'all, so you gotta adapt with that shit, and then you gotta adapt to, I don't know, a girl might come in here, she can bring all her kids, maybe, she got to, like, okay, you gotta adapt to that session. Then you gotta adapt to the next session. This gospel woman who don't like the smell of weed. So you gotta make sure the session before that didn't smell like weed before her session come in. It's that part. It's like the mental part of that shit is the hardest than mastering the skill. Because once you know how to use that shit, all right, you know how to use it. Now you mastered it. Okay, now what? Now you got to do all of this other stuff that go on. People that's just arrogant assholes and they whack, or they make good music, but they whack and shit. Like, the attitude is just bad. Like, it's just a lot of shit, man. It's more mental than fucking anything. It'll stress you out.
No, yeah.
It will. The demands and shit.
Like, when I'm on
And no credit. That's the worst.
Feeling all those people's energies and shit. Like, if I'm in crowds, it's a no-go. Especially, like, I went to the Buffalo Bills game on films before. I sat in the car the whole tailgate. Because I can't feel all that energy at the same time.
And those psychedelic shit, that's how, man, we be vibing off that shit. But yes, it's like you can automatically feel what you like and what you dislike. Yeah. You're very grounded to, I'm loving this right here, but I'm really not feeling this. You know, to just move over there. Like, that's why I fuck with this shit, bro. Like, we be on the vibe.
You be like, damn, they got a fucking evil energy. Damn, that energy is way too happy. Damn, they got this, like, fucking dark, like, want to kill somebody energy. All right, I gotta go. There's too much energy around me.
That's how it is in these studio sessions. And then also in these sessions, come on, man, like, I guarantee you, like, 85, and it may be even more than that, but 85% of my sessions is smoke weed.
Yeah.
Maybe 90. I might even be nice, but I'm going to say 85% of my sessions smoke weed. A lot of weed. And not just one blunt. Like, the shit, like, you got to be able to deal with that.
Do you smoke?
Yeah, I smoke, like, I don't smoke a lot because I don't even like smoke. I really don't, but I tolerate it because it's my profession. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, like, if you're an engineer, let's say you really don't like smoke at all, like, worse than me. Like, I don't like it. That's why I don't smoke a lot. I just hit it 3 times, and I'm like, all right, that's it. But what if you really did? I mean, you're going to have to adapt to that shit. You want to make music at a high level because, I mean, you got...
Especially if you got, like...
Bruh, the people you don't even think, like Adele or Beyonce, you know what I'm saying, Ariana Grande, like, she going to be in there rolling up, burning the studio down. Rihanna, that they smoke, like... Yeah. So you never know who, like, you might have a session with Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber going to come in there and smoke this shit out of your studio. So you got to be adapt to that shit, like... Yeah. You don't know? Like, you just gotta take that shit.
You get motherfucking pimps come in there and start.
Now look, real shit though, I don't know what I would do in a Wiz Khalifa. I want one so bad, but I just feel like it'll just kill me. I feel like I could take a lot of smoke in the room, but I just feel like, yo, that nigga.
Him, Snoop, and Drake in the same room.
Oh my God.
You done for it.
Bruh, I remember I had this one session, bruh. I never seen them with a short blunt. And it was like a 4-hour session. Like, every time they passed the blunt around, it was like, I'm like, when did this ever turn into a roach, bruh? But it was like hours and hours going. It was like hours. I'm like, yo, they just rolling them like more. I'm like, bruh, how many blunts did you fucking? I can't take it.
Yeah.
It's too much, nigga. It's too high. How high do you want to get? We the highest. But no, you gotta have that shit.
If I ain't run out of my head wrap, I'd be rolling right now.
Yeah.
Like, Spacedout Podcast,
But now the studio sessions.
We set alarms off before. In our first studio,
yeah,
fire alarm went off. And it was one podcast because we were smoking so much.
Oh, wow.
Fire department came.
Yeah, the last studio actually had sprinklers in the studio room, which was crazy.
I'm glad the ones
sprinklers.
That shit.
It never went off though. It was just the crazy part.
Fucking lost it if it went all over.
That's how the building was built. The building, like, they built the room with the sprinklers in them already. So every studio room had the sprinklers, and we used to always just pray that it never, like, cause I don't smoke, so I'm just like, yo, y'all never realize that y'all smoke so much in here, and there's like a sprinkler system, like, right. And nobody ever realized this shit.
And the water is not turned on to.
But it never went off, ever. As many sessions as I had where they was smoking the shit out that bitch, like, it never went off. By the grace of God. That's crazy, man.
So you born and raised here?
So I'm from Annapolis, Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from born in Annapolis, Maryland, then I lived all throughout, like, Anne Arundel County, which is 20 minutes south of Baltimore.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, I've been in Baltimore for, like, the past, like, 12 years, probably like the amount of like my professional engineer career. Yeah, like 12 years I've been up here, but I'm from Annapolis, and then I lived in like Glen Burnie, Severn, Anne Arundel County areas, but everything south.
What's that like
It's a little more suburban.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have city-like feels like in Annapolis, but it's a small city. So it is like, it don't feel like the country or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But it's a small city.
How was it growing up there? Like,
Man,
way better than
I mean, I don't know. From what I hear, they get, like, if you ask a person from Baltimore, they probably would be like, yo, what you think it was like growing up in Annapolis? And they probably have a whole nother view on it, but it was the same, man. Like, we got public housing, we have, you know, there's crime going on, and there's a lot of stuff going on in our neighborhoods as equal to any other major city. So it's a bunch of crazy stuff. I mean, there's people that can't afford their rent. There's people that, you know, can't do a lot of stuff. And then there's people that's wealthy too. There's a middle class of Annapolis. There's a high class. There's rich people that live in Annapolis. So it's a lot. But and then there's only one high school, by the way. It's one high school.
Yeah.
So with me saying this, you have the upper class and like the really lower class people all going to school together in one high school too.
Yeah.
It ain't like it's a city where it's got like multiple high schools and like
private schools.
or like shit like that. I mean, it's a couple, whatever, but yeah, it ain't. Nah, most of them went to Annapolis High. So, I mean, it's crazy, but like, you don't know. I think you just gotta find your thing in Annapolis. I feel like it's a lot of creative people, and I feel like everybody from there that is mad creative has done incredible things. You know, like Self Spitfire and Trader Kid. You know, Kojo, Young H the Great, like. People have done tremendous things with their life, like on the creative side. You know what I'm saying? My man SP Unique Child, like he's an artist as well. DSD Paintings, they're from Annapolis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like in Annapolis, if you find your creative thing that you like can lock in on, you're gonna be something special for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's finding that and then the distractions. Because, again, it ain't all, like, glitz and glamour, so it's not, like, figuring out what you want to do creatively. It's all the distractions around you. So it's like, all right, I know what I want to do. I want to make music. Or my friend, he want to play football. But then it's like, we don't live in a neighborhood where it's like, okay, wake up in the morning, go to sleep, and it's just, like, nothing going on. It's not like get off the bus and go home. It's like, our moment from getting off the bus and going home may involve a lot more than somebody growing up somewhere else. Just getting off the bus and going home with everything outside that's going on and all the distractions. So it's like, it's hard to try to stick to the creative shit. Or if you want to do an after school program or something, and it's like, all right, so from the moment of going from here to here, I have to worry about what might go on in between me trying to get from this building to this building. And I'm just trying to be creative. Or I'm just trying to play sports. You got to think about that. So that shit is just like, if you can get out of that, if you can like, get out of the distraction shit, I feel like you can beat anything from Annapolis.
So what kept you grounded that whole time?
Me, I say my family for real. My family, everybody always thought I was gonna be like a fucking like celebrity. Like seriously, my aunt always thought I was gonna be like a model or actor or something, because I'm just like, I was always just like charismatic as a kid, and I always wanted to be the center of attention, and I always liked pictures. All the other kids didn't like pictures. I love taking pictures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was like my family and like even my cousins and stuff like that, like everybody rapped for real, but I always like took it more serious than everybody. You know what I mean? Yeah. And people saw that. It was like, oh, he like really, and that was like the battery in my back. Like people supporting me, like they thinking that I'm bigger or gonna be bigger than what I already think I am at the time. Kept pushing me. Like I had plenty of times I could have just been outside on the street selling drugs, doing all types of wild ass crazy shit. I mean, the opportunities is just go outside. Yeah. It's just fucked up that that I can say, like,
you can just say, yo,
if you live in a bad community and you want to be a drug dealer, all you got to do is go outside.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's fucked up.
Just go talk to the dude who you know selling the drugs.
That's some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
It's harder enough.
Friends are selling them.
So yeah, I had those opportunities. Man, I could. But I didn't. I don't know, yo. I just knew that I was gonna be a superstar. You know what I mean? And I know like the stories of like my idols at the time growing up, like the 50 Cents and the Cam'rons and the Jay-Z's and stuff like that. But it's just like, I don't know, something about me as a kid. I loved music. So this is what really kept me like really out of this shit, because I knew that I was smarter than everybody when it came to music. So I'm like, yo, I'm smarter than everybody when it comes to music because I know who did this on this song and this on this song. Because, like, the kids don't really know, like, who we doing is what I did. I'm like, I know who Quincy Jones is and Dr. Dre and all of this stuff. Like, all of these, I'm like, I know that shit. And that just made me just love music more because I'm like, I can't wait to hear the next producer's song that Puffy put out because I know, like, he produced that shit. You know, everybody looked at it as like, oh, he the rapper. I'm like, nah, no, he the producer, bro. He the one that's like doing that shit. That's what kept me inside. It kept me in the house. I used to have these VHS tapes of music videos. So I was like a YouTube fucking before YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
I used to sit in the house every day and just like record every music video I like. And I would sit in front of the radio and just record songs off the radio on the mixtapes. And I was making mixtapes. My uncle was my first client to ever pay me for music. He gave me $5 to make him a mixtape. He's like, record all the good stuff that come on the radio. Boom. All right, bet. I sat in front of the radio all day and I just kept recording songs, stop it, record another song, stop it, record another song.
Fire. And then right after that, it came into LimeWire days.
Bruh, I tore the game up in LimeWire.
Yeah, I was king out of school, and then I went to the Army. Man, I had mixtape the Lord. Like, and those were the days. That's when the Dipset was still dropping in 08.
Oh, yeah.
And then I got the was that Jay-Z album that J. Cole went on for the first time. Like, that was the first song he was like.
J. Cole?
Yeah, it was on one of Jay-Z's albums that came out.
Oh, fucking Blueprint 3.
Yup.
Yes. Freaking. Damn, I forgot the name of the record.
I was just like, yo,
it was on Blueprint 3.
And then I'm like, now I'm going back onto my computer because I downloaded the whole CD.
Yeah.
It's not giving me the information I need. So I'm like Googling it. And I'm like, yo, who is this? J. Cole. And then right after that, Workout came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, people are like, yo, you guys got a new J. Cole? I'm like, I got everything.
All right, so question, because I got this question for everybody and stuff that like music. Because what you just said is basically why I like created I Love Your Music group so that everybody can collab on everybody's records.
Yeah.
Like everybody can make songs together in some way of a form. Like somebody get on somebody's song, and because if you keep collaborating, then y'all getting each other's fans. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about, like growing your fan base, getting each other's fans and shit. So I like to ask people like, who's like, give me like 5 artists that you became a fan of from listening to somebody else's song. I know you said J. Cole, like, because that's the dopest thing when you become a fan after listening to somebody on somebody's shit. Like, yo, who the fuck is that?
Jay-Z was the one who brought him to the stage.
Yeah.
And like, I forgot who told, I think it was Kendrick that told Jay-Z about J. Cole.
Oh, yeah.
That right there is even crazy. Like he's like, yo, this dude will fit with you. Like, he's not gonna.
That's fire though, by the way, man.
You need this guy, like, type shit. That's crazy to me. Like,
We need more of that though.
Yeah.
A lot more of that in the
Like,
industry.
yo, he could have kept that for himself and been like, yo, get over here. I can make millions.
Yeah. No, seriously.
He was like, no, Jay-Z, here, this guy.
Changed his whole life.
Yeah.
And he changed our lives, like, with the music.
Damn, who else?
Yeah, bro. Like, that's crazy.
Zombies?
Hmm?
Flatbush Zombies.
I heard of them.
I forgot who I heard them on, but it was off of somebody else.
I heard of them.
Joel Ortiz.
Nice.
I heard him on, I think, Eminem or Joe Budden or someone like that. Maybe it was Royce the 5'9".
He's a killer.
And Royce the 5'9".
Royce the 5'9".
From Eminem.
Oh, shit. Damn, that's fire that Eminem gave you too, though.
I can do this simply. Like, we're going to start over. Off of SK, I learned of Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Then off of Drake came Gitty. Don Dada.
Yeah.
Who else? Let's see, who else? SK put me on to more of Sammy Snow.
Okay.
SK put me on to I'm Unique and his production. Jay Skis put me on Dakota Sevilla, and she's stupid fire. that like just in the realm
That is
like,
fire though.
of, like doing the podcast too. So I met SK, who brought me into like this whole the whole Baltimore world of artists, and like when we came here today, and we walked in, and like at first earlier like it was just like us, but then we came back, and they're like open mic. They try to get your artists try to get Mr. Green to do the open mic, and he's like,
Oh, the karaoke night. Yeah, what's that?
nah, open mic. Like, she thought we were performing.
Oh, they thought you perform. Okay.
Yeah, and Mr. Green was like, nah, I'm not performing. and then all these artists start performing. Like, I'm not saying that the music, like, it's just not like my type of music versus like it's like I have a wide variety, but like with rap, I'm like stuck to that gritty, grimy, like hook blues from Gitty, like that shit. 15 bricks, like that's what I drop on my mixtape. Like I got that shit for my mixtape. Like that shit is too hard.
It is.
Like, but like, they're like it's not my kind of music that they were doing, but it's the wave going on right now.
Yeah.
And they got that wave, and every single person that performed tonight that we watched, from the start to the beginning, was fucking phenomenal.
Thank you, brother.
All of their cadences, their the way they hit everything, it was like they were all on beat. The only thing I heard was a lag in the mic.
Probably my fault.
Like that's the only thing I caught. Oh,
yeah,
like, cause Drake was like, "Yo, is there a lag?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's a lag on the mic."
Yeah.
But like that's the only fucking issue I heard. Everybody was phenomenal.
That's why I like.
Female that came up and sang, yo, her voice is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you, man.
I was very, very impressed with every single person who came up. Like, and like, it's like, I like what you guys have going here for sure, because it's like it giving every single one of these artists an opportunity to perform. What you guys do this guy
every Thursday.
Every Thursday. It gives them an opportunity to perform in front of a crowd every Thursday and better themselves as an artist.
For sure.
And that gives them the opportunity, so when they go do shows, that they're ready.
That's why they perform like that. They actually do that no matter what, no matter who is here.
Yeah, that's what they said.
They do it no matter what. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know how we do this, and no matter if it's one person or 100 people, like give it your all, and every single.
That's what I love about them, though. That's why, and they all actually, with all the different styles and sounds that they all had tonight, like they're all true to the artist they want to be. Like they all are like, this is my art. This is how my art is. Yeah. Every single one of them, when we're in the studio, they may have a song I may not be like on my favorite, like, oh, I don't really know if I like it, or they may be rapping a way that I don't know if I like, but it's how they want to present their art.
Yeah.
They like, I want to do this song like this. And I'm like, all right, well, let me help you get through doing it like that.
Yeah.
That's why we got the connection. We got to just let them do whatever they want.
I mean, like, you can't critique unless they're hitting it.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's only helping them get through it. Yeah. And they know they'll call me for it. A lot of them can record themselves.
Like, you can't go and tell Picasso fucking that the brush fucking stroke over here is fucking like, how the fuck, that's his art.
That's his art.
Tell whoever did that fucking fire ass money over there, the art on that shit, you can't tell them that the art on there is anything's wrong with it. That's their art. That's the way they perceive it. That's the way they want to do it. Like,
right. And that's what I love about them. A lot of them, they stuck on it. They're like, yes, man, this is how I do the thing.
No, but they got me into it. Every single person had me locked into their art.
I mean, a lot, man.
Like, it's not like I don't have to like the music. Like, I don't like country.
Right, because you got a good ear though.
But and I listen to it.
Yeah, you got a good ear.
Catching me, like I'm like, oh damn. It doesn't even have to be the guitar. It could be the guitar. It could be the way they're hitting a certain note in that song, and I'm like, yo, damn. Like I said, I don't even know Spanish, bro. And I fucking sit here and I'm like, yo, this shit hard. Like, there's this Peso Plomo dude. Fire, bro. Fire ass Mexican artist. Like, straight, like I'm listening to some straight Mexican shit. But I just know it's fire just because of the trumpet in the background, the way it's hitting, everything's just hitting, the way he's hitting his notes. And you're just like, yo, damn, this dude was hitting it. This dude was getting it. It's just like,
you gotta take it for
art.
music though. So some people, that's another thing that make me a great engineer. I can do all of those different sessions in a day. Some people wouldn't necessarily be able to get through them because one, they don't know how to cater to them. So yeah, you just got a good ear though. Like, and there's only a few people like you, myself, and outside of the people that make music, like consumers, people that just listen to music or just fans of music, it's not a lot of them that know real good. Like, oh, I could tell this is a good song, even though I don't like it. No, because they're just stuck on what they like. That don't mean it's not a good song though. Like
some of those country songs, you listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, you just like, this is a great song.
Yo, turn this into a rap song. Everybody would like, anybody who likes rap would jam to it.
Yeah, knowing a great song, bro, is like, it's a special ear, man. You know what I mean?
The only thing for me about music that I don't like is the ghostwriting.
Everybody has
it. It's like, yo, just tell me who it is.
Yeah. What's the ghost part?
It is.
It's the ghost part that
That's
makes
what
it
is.
It's the ghost. When it's a ghost. If it's a known, like, I mean,
just tell me who the fuck it is.
Everybody thought Michael Jackson wrote "You Are Not Alone."
Yeah.
Nobody knew R. Kelly wrote it until like later. So it was like,
they must sign NDAs and shit for that too.
I guess. I mean, I don't know, but it'd be a lot of like, cause like, this R&B, I'm okay with R&B being written by somebody else, cause the talent is in the voice. It's not in the lyric. It's great.
But sometimes
you gotta have good lyrics.
Better when they like you know, Alicia Keys be writing a lot of her songs.
Like if they make like the top 10 greatest R&B singers of all time, and take away the ones that didn't write none of their music, you wouldn't have a list. It's just like, with rap, you can do that with rap a little bit because it's based on the talent is the lyric more than the voice. It's about what you saying more than about
ghostwriters out here.
I know, so that's why some of them get.
And it'd be like, and then the other thing that pissed me off is the people who don't like how now there's a wave of like people who don't do the shit that they're saying in the music.
Mm-hmm. It don't make any sense to like.
But yeah,
I don't know. There's fun in making fun music.
Yeah,
that's what I bring to the game for real though. Oh, the snap.
Yeah, for real.
But that's what I that's what I bring. Like, I don't really like, none of my music really is on that light. All my music is about having a good time, enjoying yourself, turning up, partying, about women. I love women. I drink a lot of liquor. Liquor and women, it goes together. Music, loud music. I got an album, Hard Liquor, Loud Music. Yeah, the whole album is a party.
That's the one that dropped in February?
No, that was actually 2020.
Okay.
So this is
that's the
first ever hook album. Like, nobody ever made a hook album.
So not all hooks.
I did all the hooks.
Okay.
And I got features on there. So in the form of a DJ Khaled, in the form of a Metro Boomin album or DJ Drama album, in the form of that, how they'll make the tracks and produce them and get the artists on the tracks. I did all the hooks to mine. I didn't just get the tracks. So I got the tracks, I did all the hooks, and I placed all the artists throughout the album on different verses. Every verse is a different artist, but every hook is me.
That's fine.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna listen to that joint. You'll enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's called Hard Liquor, Loud Music. And that's what started the whole, like, me paying attention to the fact that I could put a lot of people together on songs and put them together in arenas and around different people and stuff. And it's like, oh, all you gotta do is get them together and then put them together. How do you hear this? And then my ear got better because then it's like 27 people on there. So I got to like really listen to them, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the session was on me. It's like, let me really like hear how you record. And I was like, oh, damn, you actually are really fucking good. And Drake, I couldn't get him on a song for like, I made all of these songs. I couldn't get one, but then there was one. And when I got his ear, I was like, how this gonna fit? Because the song didn't fit it, but then I figured it out. I'm like, I know how it could fit. And then I put a singer on the interlude of the song. Sing beat. You gotta check that shit out, bro. That shit crazy.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that shit hard. But that's how I did it. So that gave me the idea, and then I got writer's block. That's how I started producing and making beats for real. So like I really started then. I started making my first beats in like 2019, 20, but it wasn't for real until after like 2021. And I just had all these beats from my man Genius McFly. and I made all these hooks to him, but I couldn't write no verses to him, and I kept making hooks, and I couldn't write no verses. So then I got just, bro, I'm not gonna just sit in the studio and like not do nothing. So I started making beats. I was watching this Alicia Keys interview, and she said she don't like hi-hats in her song. She would rather to have a beat without hi-hats. And I was like, I ain't never heard of urban modern song without hi-hats. Every song got like hi-hats in them somewhere, for the most part I could think of. I was like, let me try this shit. I was like, okay. So I had the bass guitar, the piano, and I just started laying the drums over top of it with just kick and snare, and was playing around. I'm like, oh, it should sound good as shit. That's how I made Brunch at Tiago. And then from there, I was lit. I was feeling myself. I'm like, oh yeah, I could do this.
Yeah.
I could do this, because this is hard as shit. And I did this off the strength of trying to try something different. Oh yeah, I'm that. And couldn't nobody tell me nothing. I made Vice City and all them other records, and it was just, started feeling myself. But I made more dope records after that too. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just like I was like, oh, but then when I make something else like hard as shit, like Shake the Room or something, I'm like, shit, can I make another one harder than this beat? And then I keep trying to outdo myself every time not even necessarily better, but just feel either the same or better. Feel the same or better. That's how I approach it.
Is that when you get writer's block? Is that when you stop and take the time to produce, to mix it? But
yeah,
you engineer all the time.
Yeah.
But that's when you take the time to produce?
Yeah, well, sometimes I'll be feeling like I feel like I write really slow. I tell everybody that. I write slow because I focus so much on the lines. Like, and what I'm saying exactly, you know what I'm saying? So I spend more time on it. So I'm like, all right, I would rather do this today. If I feel like I don't feel like sitting with a song, I'm like, you know what? When I go to the studio today, I'm going to produce something.
Yeah.
Because I have hella beats that I either already made or that Genius sent me. So I always have shit to write to all the time. But if I feel like I can't write, if I can't think of something, I just start producing. And if I feel like, and I might even like hit a little stomp there too, because I might not have that might sound like shit. So then when I hit a stomp there, like, damn, this beat whack as shit. Like, I just pull one of Genius beats up. Boom, start writing some shit. Or if I can't think of nothing, I got songs to mix. So I got songs that's recorded already that need mixing done. I jump over there and start mixing. So like, it's having the ability to do all of that shit though is probably what saves my like insanity. Because I got to do something in the studio. I can't just like sit here, and then I built my own studio, so it'll be a waste of fucking square feet.
Let's talk about that too. So you were talking about like, y'all just moved in here not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got you, Drake, and H built this home.
Yeah, our contractors, we did all of this out of our pockets, through our friends, through our loans, however we scraped the money up from here, whoever helped us out, because some people just was like, see what y'all doing, they go something towards this, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, with all of that, no like loans or grants or somebody just like, hey, here's another. Nah, man, just us, like whatever we had. And it took us a year to even get it to what this is right now. This took a year. Because again, it was nothing, like none of this was here. Even like the event space that we was in right now, that didn't even look like that.
Yeah.
Like that was just like the couches wasn't there, the bar wasn't there, the TVs was like, none of that stuff was there. It was just naked. And then through over a year, we got it to what it is today, which is an accomplishment. I would have to remind myself that even with all the frustration. It's been taking so long, but yeah, I always wanted to build my own studio from scratch too. So like, even though I had to and didn't really want to at first, I didn't want to. I was like, no, you got to. So I was like, cool. Then I just started measuring stuff and learning about drywall installation and how much drywall costs and how much doors cost and baseboards. It's so expensive, bro. And fucking plexiglass, okay?
And you started this after COVID. So the prices is inflation.
Yeah. Man, it's just
you guys,
expensive.
like, obviously, you guys had the equipment. Did you buy new equipment?
So this is all my equipment I've had with me for like, most of my career. I've always had my own studio. Yeah. Even when I worked at a studio, I had my own portable studio. equipment to just travel and shit with. Yeah, always. Because I started being the engineer because I used to write fast, and crazy, I write slow now, but I used to write songs really, really fast. I got tired of going to the studio, so I just got my own studio. But that's just why I had it. It was just for that reason. And then it turned into being a professional at it because I'm like, I really like this shit.
Yeah.
And one of like a lot of people that actually enjoy sitting behind the desk, pushing the buttons, looking at all the digital stuff and using our ears, listening to this. Everybody else want to, again, have a good time in the studio.
I just want to use my ears. That's too much.
Yeah.
Computer shit.
Oh, yeah, you just be the producer. That's I've been in those rooms too.
I just want to executive produce.
Yeah, executive produce. Just sit back and like, puffy,
Y'all two sound really good together. Get in the studio.
Yeah. Make it about,
Yeah. Make it about love. Or I don't know. Figure it out. Love and mushrooms. Yeah.
Yeah, love and mushrooms.
He Mr. Lovey-Dovey, Mr. Shroomy Shroom.
Yeah, boom. You gotta figure it out. And no, this is what you do. You just call in another writer. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I need you to come write this song for these two chicks, right? Boom. And then you call me, producer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Tony Krav, I need you come. Yeah, these chicks. Yeah, they didn't even make a song together. All right, bet I got you. I pull up. Executive producer. Yeah. You brought all the people together, the writer, the producer, and the talent. $1 million. We can do that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just love.
You got to produce hits out of it though. You got to bringing them all together. Got to produce.
It's got to be a hit. Like
it got to be a
you
hit.
can't be an executive producer and not.
Yeah.
Like that's like, come on. Did he everything that he's executive produced? You think every single album has a hit on it?
Yes. No, literally.
Or two. Or three.
Or three.
It's Elliott. Every single album she's had.
Yeah.
But that's Timberland.
Yeah, Tim, he is his. Oh my goodness.
Timberland's another one. Like yo.
Yeah.
And did you just see that he's supposed to be working with Conway?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy.
Yo.
That's wow.
Conway and Timberland.
Yo.
That'll change the whole game.
So curious to.
Conway and Missy Elliott song will be fire.
And that might happen.
I can hear that.
I can hear that. Yeah, no, that might actually happen. That might be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that's gonna be hard.
I heard
bro.
this. I said it first. If no one said it before.
And Tim, he not like, he's still up to date. He's still with right now, and he's still like.
Didn't him and Justin Timberlake just dropped?
Yeah, him and with Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
And he been doing stuff with like Bia and a bunch of people like.
Yeah, he never like left.
Yeah,
He'll never
Joyner
go away.
Lucas. He got a joint with Joyner Lucas. Yeah, he never left.
Joyner's fire.
I don't think Timberland ever took time off. That's crazy. But I ain't never think about
So
it.
you also got you said a album that you dropped in February.
Oh yeah, my first producer album. So that's after I figured everything out. One day my man Carter texted me. This was after Hard Liquor Loud Music. He texted me, "I love your music group." Cause my engineer tag on everything is "I love your music." That's the tag. I love your music. So he texted me, "I love your music group." I was like, all right, that's hard as shit. But then he explained to me what he was trying to do. Yo, we need a production company, a production label. Yo, let's just get everybody that we make music with and make songs and for people and for us. It's like, all right, bet. That's what we're gonna do. So then, started getting other artists and getting other artists and getting other artists. And I'm like, all right, I like who I got right now. Got a nice roster going on here. Go to an open mic with Showcase, see what you were here performing separately. Got them. Ling, she came because she was on Hard Liquor Loud Music. Drake was already in there, and me and him we always been together. So I just grabbed everything, and I was just like, yo, let me just keep these people making music together, bro. And that's how the album came about. I just started producing. Again, I got writer's block, so I started making beats. Made one beat, hot as hell. Brunch at Tiago, make another one, Vice City. Oh, this bitch hard. Recorded that. Make another one. Give me some fire. All right, this is hard. Made another track. Like, there's another one. Like, all of the songs that's on there was just like shit. I'm like, damn, these shits is really hard, bro. I'm like shocking the shit out myself. Like, am I making these beats? Like, these bitches is hard as shit. I swear to God, I be listening back to them joints like I didn't make them. And I was like this. Once I had like a lot of them, I'm just like, all right, let me start making songs like called CZ Baby. Every beat link here, she got a song too already. Like Lilith Blanco, because she hear every beat and she wants it for herself. So that's how she ended up on a lot of records. And yeah, everybody just started hearing people. Trunk Knock happened. I had Shots Landed laid a verse down on the beat with no hook on it at all. And then after his verse, Darius wrote a bridge to it because he wrote a bridge. And then after he had the bridge and the second verse, and then Dre came and laid the hook and then heard somebody else for the third verse and called him. And that's how Apex got on the third verse. And Ill Avery was there writing to the wrong beat. And it'd be like that in the fucking room. Yeah.
Chaos creates fucking...
And then Trunk Knock happened. And it was the most unorthodox way of it started with the second verse. That's how the song...
performed that tonight too, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Yep, man, that's just, man, I don't know, bro. These records be just...
Yeah, that beat was stupid hard.
Thank you, yo. Thank you, bro. I don't even know. So, like, once I started getting them, so I started building up the catalog of each track. Once I got to, because I had Brunch at Tiago already and Give Me Some Fire and Vice City and something else. Oh, Is Ya. So I had those and I was like, oh, and the Wish You Were Here Us track. Before, that's what gave me the idea to do the album because I'm like, yo, I got 5 bangers. Like, these bitches is hard as shit. Like, I'm ready to make a whole album. Like, Metro Boomin was talking about an album, and I'm looking at all these Khaled albums, and I'm like, Michael Made It and Mustard albums and stuff, and I'm like, I can do this shit, like, way better. And I respect them. That's why I'm saying it. Like, I'm fans of them.
Yeah.
Like, ask my friends, I'm, like, the biggest DJ Khaled fan that they know.
Yeah.
Real shit. Like, but I listen to these albums all the way through, and I'm just like, I could do this shit, though, like this. Like, producing the tracks and getting all these artists, and you hear everybody on everything anyway. Like, I know who's supposed to go where and how they supposed to bring themselves. Like, nah, start your joint like this, like how you did on this song. Like, that's how your voice needs to sound on here. And I know who going which verse. First verse, second verse. Like, yeah, I can do this shit, bro. And I was like, I'm going to do this shit. Boom. Grammys coming up, too. The Grammys. Now, before the Grammys come, you get... for your Grammy consideration, and people like, it's like a marketing campaign for the Grammys. But for the Grammys, you got to submit your shit to the Grammys, like for your Grammy consideration and either album, single, and then what category it should go in. So like, like when Justin Bieber put out a song, like it'll be for your Grammy consideration, Justin Bieber song title and what category it should go in. So that's like a marketing campaign they got. So I just played on that shit like, I'm going to call my album For Your Consideration. And the cover art is the Grammys blurred out. My name, Tony Krav, Producer of the Year. That's my category. For Your Consideration, Album of the Year, because that's the category that this is supposed to go in. That's how I made the album. And I was like, every song got to be hard then.
Yeah.
I went crazy on that shit. I went crazy.
I like the concept.
Yeah. For your Grammy consideration, you should consider this for the Album of the Year, because it is.
Yeah.
That joint, wow, bro. I lost my mind on the album.
I mean, you got a song that's blowing up right now too.
Oh yeah, I produced the Tesehki record, Itz.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going crazy. Yeah.
It's got what, 1 million streams on?
It's like hitting 300,000, I think, right now. It's hitting 300,000. Yeah, and it's only been 2 months. If that. July, August. Yeah. Like 2 months.
And that's just people putting it on their stories and shit like that.
Yeah, all types of shit. Yeah, they just putting it, posting it, making reels to it. All types of shit. They love it. I'm glad they love it. You know, I spent time on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, produced it. You know what I'm saying? Writing the hook back and forth. Like, yeah. Yeah, that shit was fun. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to go crazy.
No, that's fire.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to go crazy. I'm hoping to do. You know what I'm saying? I need me a plaque on the wall.
Nah, keep grinding.
Yeah, yo.
I see what you guys got here built, and it's amazing.
Thank you, man.
This is definitely for the city of Baltimore. This fire.
Yeah, man, for real. Like, I'm trying to, like, again, to bring some type of, like, something cool back here to this state of Maryland and Anne Arundel County and all of this stuff. Like, I feel like there's no, like, beautiful light of something like 300, like what Atlanta be having and what Houston be having and New York and Miami. They all got like there's somebody there that's in touch with all the other stuff that's going on, that's bringing them up and bringing them up and bringing them up. And I feel like that's happening here, especially with the people I know, like the people that's helping me. Yeah. So it's only right that, matter of fact, I'm older. Everybody that's been helping me, I feel like I should reach back. I've only had help. So I'm gonna keep reaching back. Hopefully I'll be like what the light is, like the.
No, yeah. That's a fact. I appreciate you doing this, man.
For sure, bro.
You want to tell the people anything before we get out of here?
Oh, yeah, man.
IG?
It's Tony Krav. Yeah, everything, all my handles is Kravante Swing. Kravante Swing. For your consideration, just go listen to that album. It's fire. And go listen to Hard Liquor, Loud Music. Those are the two collaborative pieces I got out where I show you why I do what I do and why everybody trusts me with their music, because I'm really bridging the gap, you know what I'm saying, between the artist and the producer, but I'm like I am the gap. You know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all just go listen, man. Let's check out all my artists, bro. I don't want to start naming off people because then somebody gonna say I ain't say their name, so. I love your music group, though, and I love your studios.
Yo, make sure you go like, follow, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. Do all that. We out here, Baltimore. Spacedout Podcast. I'll see you on the next one.